Mr. Loudon, you have stated that on the morning of the day your father was murdered, that you and the Hands went out to repair a broken fence. How long were you gone?
All day.
And on that day, did you or the Hands see any unauthorized person on your land?
Yes, sir. About noon, we saw a man on a mule cutting across our range.
Is that person in this courtroom now?
The defendant, Johnny Mule.
And now will you describe for the jury just what you and the Hands saw when you returned home that evening?
Well, there was some plates on the table. 2 people had eaten. Pa, my father, he was lying face down on the kitchen floor. There was a knife stuck in his back.
This knife?
Yes.
Did you or did you not own this knife?
Yeah.
And did you have it with you the day you went to the Loudon ranch house?
Yeah.
Well, why did you go there?
To get me some money.
That's why you've killed him, wasn't it?
No.
You even sat at his table and let him feed you first.
No, it wasn't me. It was other fella.
What other fella?
I don't know. It was other fella. I could hear Mr. Loudon shouting.
What about?
I don't know. There was hollering. He stopped when I knocked on the door.
And did you see this other man?
No. I know there was someone there, though. I heard the door slam inside the house. There was 2 plates on the table.
And that's the story you want this jury to believe. Is, Johnny Mule your real name?
I don't know. That's all I ever was called.
Did you or did you not willfully murder David Loudon on the 3rd day of last month for $200 known to be in his possession? And did you reward his generosity with a knife in his back? And didn't you then rob him and panic, leaving the knife behind? And then, did you or not, 4 days after your arrest, invent this mysterious stranger in an attempt to cover up this foul and inhuman deed? Yes or no, Mr. Murderer? Mr. Mule.
I got the horse's saddle. Good. Hey, do you remember that razor strop they asked for?
Yeah, I got it in the other saddlebag with Hans's shirt and socks.
Well, I never figured that jury would be out for 3 days.
No one did.
You know, I can't figure out. How come they just don't let Hoss and Candy come home at night instead of keeping them locked up there in a hotel?
Well, they just don't want them to discuss the case with any outsider until they bring in a verdict.
I guess it makes sense. Have you got everything?
Yep. Joe, once we get into town, I got to get to the bank immediately. You take this stuff over to the hotel, and I'll meet you at the courthouse.
I still think Hoss would have been happy we filled these saddlebags with some of Hop Singh's fried chicken instead of all those clean socks.
Where are you going to find a size 14 chicken?
Marcy?
Oh, hello, Joe.
Any news?
No, the jury is still out. Joe, Verge is back.
When did he get in?
Last night, I guess. He rode in with Cleve this morning.
Well, it's been almost 2 years, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Has he given you any trouble?
No. What was between us is long gone. He knows I'm marrying Cleve. Now, he's brooding about his father.
Well, that's easy enough to understand.
Why don't you go and talk to him?
Cleve?
Joe?
Verge, I'm sorry about your father.
I've been hearing that all morning. Why doesn't somebody do something about it?
What's taking the jury so long? You know as much about it as I do.
Your brother's in there. Why doesn't he do something?
First, there's 11 other men in there. What do you expect us to do?
We heard the same thing the jury heard, Joe. Deke Sanders offered 5 to 1 that they wouldn't be out 10 minutes. No takers.
I wouldn't have bet him.
If I'd have been around when they brought that killer in, wouldn't be nobody waiting 3 days to settle it.
Verge, I know how you feel, but that's what the law is for, to keep trouble from starting more trouble.
I'm talking about the real law. An eye for an eye. I came back because Pa wrote me Cleve and Marcy were fixing to get married. And I come home to this.
Cleve, they said it's no verdict.
What do you mean?
The jury deadlocked. They couldn't agree.
They're letting him go?
Another trial, new jury.
He'll get off. You see if he don't.
Hey, Candy. What happened in there?
What happened? We voted 11 to 1. Guilty. 5 minutes after we got the case. We voted that way for 3 long days. 11 to 1.
Who voted to let him go?
Your brother.
Hello, brother. Hi, Verge. I didn't know you were here.
Oh, that's Cartwright. The big man himself.
I'm sorry you had to come home under such circumstances.
Are you? Why didn't you do something about it when you were locked up in that jury room?
Well, Virgil, I'm not sure that Johnny Mule did it.
11 other men did.
Well, I have to answer to my conscience, not theirs. And the law states that guilt must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt, and I don't think it was.
And Pa used to call you his friend.
I hope you knew what you were doing, Hoss.
So did I, Marcy.
Let's go.
You don't have to shove me none, Sheriff.
Well, I hope old Hop Singh's got some of that fried chicken left. You know, there ain't nothing like that hotel food to make a man appreciate home cooking.
Yeah, I guess not.
If you two have something to say, I'd like to hear it right out.
All right. And I thought the prosecutor had a darn good case against Johnny Mule.
What do you think, Paul?
Well, much as I hate to think it, what the prosecutor said made a lot of sense.
Then you figure I done wrong by voting for an acquittal and locking up the jury, right? Well, it's a free country. Every man to his opinion. But let me tell you this. You two had a front row seat. You saw the show. When it was over, you got up and walked out, had a beer and forgot about it. But we had to decide whether Johnny Mule was going to live or die or not.
Well, Huss, look, we sat there and we listened to the same evidence that you did.
Joe, I listened to that evidence. I listened to it good. Some of it went on this side of the scale, some on that side of the scale. And after I heard the comments the judge had to make, then I had to make a decision. I had to live with it.
Look, I just don't understand
Joseph.
why you...
House is right. It's a free country. He's entitled to his opinion. Let's not discuss it any further.
Thanks, Paul. Now, I'm going to see if there's any of that chicken left in there, and I got some work to do out in the barn. Do you work here, or are you just going to stand around?
I was waiting for you to tell me. Thought maybe you got me fired.
Why would I do a thing like that?
Well, we were at each other's throats for 3 days.
That was during the trial. That's all over now. We'll let 12 other men wrestle that problem. You ever work on these things?
Sure.
Go over here on the other end of it.
Still think you're wrong.
That's your privilege.
I wasn't alone, you know. 10 others agreed with me.
That's our privilege.
Johnny Mule was in Loudon's house that day. He admitted that. And Loudon was killed with Johnny Mule's knife. What more do you need?
I want some answers. Some answers to some questions like, why did Johnny Mule leave his knife there?
He panicked and ran.
Oh, ran all of 3 miles, didn't he? Then built himself a fire so he'd be easy to find, huh?
That crowbait horse of his threw his shoe and came up lane. He ran as far as he could.
If I'd just put a knife in a man's back, I'd run more than 3 miles with or without a horse.
You do that. Johnny Mule ain't that bright.
Oh, so you'll hang a man because he ain't bright, huh?
Hoss, that whole thing about him hearing somebody else at Loudon's house that day. It sounds exactly like a man who's trying to cover up something.
You just said he wasn't bright. Now you're trying to make him clever, huh?
You know, you're more than just ordinary stubborn. You could give a hard rock billy goat lessons. You gonna work or talk? One thing for sure. The next jury will vote to hang Johnny Mule.
Maybe. Maybe not. He's going to have a better lawyer this time, and maybe I can find some of the answers to those questions I want. Look, Candy, I won't mind you hanging on the salt, Candy. If you get tired, just yell. Don't drag your feet. I'll let you rest.
Thank you kindly. But if anyone yells for mercy, it ain't gonna be me.
You seen the killer right up to the house.
I saw a man on a horse. People shortcut across the range all the time, Verge. You know that?
You didn't know he was going to put a knife into Pa's back, so you couldn't stop it. All right. But you could have done something after.
What are you talking about?
What happened to you when they brought Pa's killer in? What stopped you from taking him then and there?
Stop me.
What stopped me, Verge? The law.
Can I come in? I knew it. Not a pan on the stove, no food on the table. You two haven't had a bite to eat. I brought some steak and all the trimmings.
Well, you don't have to fix ours. We ain't hungry.
You won't eat, but you've got room for that.
Why don't you run along back home? Cleve and I got some hard talking to do.
Do you want me to leave?
You better go, Marcy.
But I'm one of the family. Well, I'm going to be. That's no way to start a marriage. Secrets all over the place.
Look, Marcy.
At times you move pretty quick, Cleve boy. I wasn't more'n over the hill before you were cozying up to her.
That's not true. You and I never meant that much to each other.
Oh. I seem to remember hearing you say we did. Anyway, that don't matter now. As soon as this is over, I'm selling my half of the ranch and getting out.
You can't. Paul's will says you can't settle unless I do, and I'm not about to.
Well, now. Seems Marcy ain't the only thing you stole.
Now stop that! Stop that, both of you! You ought to be ashamed. Your father just buried, and you two fighting like dogs over a bone.
Yes, sir, Cleve boy. You can move real quick when you want to. When it come to that desert rat, the knife paw, you don't do nothing about it. The law stopped you. Us Cartwright's kind of law. Well, it ain't gonna stop me. I'll tell you why. Because one way or another, I'm gonna see that Johnny Mule laying dead at my feet, just like you've seen Pa laying at yours right here. There's still one man left in this family.
Wasn't Cleve's fault Hoss Cartwright deadlocked that jury.
If Cleve had done what he ought to have done, there wouldn't even have been a trial. But, we're gonna fix that, ain't we, Cleve? Right now.
No, don't do it, Cleve.
Go home, Marcy.
No.
I said go home.
I don't know what they was arguing about. All I heard was Mr. Loudon hollering and such. He stopped when I stepped up on the porch and knocked on the door.
Now, Johnny, let me get this straight. You say you heard Dave Loudon yelling, and you still knocked on the door?
Well, sure, I had to let him know I was there, didn't I?
Yeah, sure you did, Johnny. Now, after Dave let you in, what'd you see?
Well, I seed old Dave. His face was all red like the wattles on a turkey gobbler. Hey, Hoss, did you know that there's wild turkeys again in the brush up on Backbreak Ridge? Some old homesteader feller just moved out and let his whole flock there to go wild. Hey. You and me, we ought to go get us a couple of them. They's mighty good eating.
Yeah, Johnny. We will later, but right now we got some other things to tend to. Now, after Dave let you in, what else did you see?
Well, there was a table and chairs, a door. You know, the door what goes to the bedroom was tight closed.
Yeah. Now, that table. Did you notice anything special about the table?
You mean, was they eating? Like I said in court. Look, Hoss, you don't have to go sneaking up on things. You want to know something from Johnny Mule, you just asked him.
Yeah, fine, John. I know that. Sometimes it's better if you can remember all by yourself.
I can't cipher numbers, and I never learned how to read, and I gotta sign my name with a mark, but there's one thing that Johnny Mule can do, and that's remember what he seed.
Good. And Johnny, what was on that table?
There was a company tablecloth with little red and white squares. There was company dishes and bread and butter and a big pitcher of milk and baked beans. It was fresh bread. There was 2 plates. One of them was almost full and one was about empty. First time he never asked me to step in and set. He just give me the $3 and close the door.
Yeah. Now, John, let me get this straight. You went out there to sell Dave your knife for $3 so you'd have money for food, right?
Yeah. First time he never asked me to step in and set a while.
Johnny.
I could sure use some of them beans.
How did you know Dave would buy the knife?
He seen me cleaning a trout with it one time. He said to me, any old time you want to sell that knife, I'll sure buy it. He said he had one just like it when he was a kid.
Did you tell your lawyer that?
He never asked me.
Doggone it. You should have told him, Johnny. See, everybody thought you were lying. If they'd have known why Dave wanted that knife, they might have believed you. Could have made a big difference.
This here next trial, you going to be on the jury?
No, Johnny, I can't. But I'll guarantee you this. You're going to have a better lawyer.
You're the only one that knows I didn't kill Mr. Loudon. You gotta be on my jury.
Johnny, it's impossible.
If you ain't, they're gonna hang me.
Johnny. Lights out. Who is it?
It's Marcy Coleman.
Anybody with you, Marcy?
No, I'm alone.
What are you doing out this time of night?
Virg and Cleve are going to try to kill Johnny Mule.
Well, I can believe Verge would try a fool thing like that, but Cleve's too level-headed.
He's been acting different since Verg came back. I tried to talk to him, but he wouldn't listen to me. He sent me away. I had to come and tell you. I don't want Cleve getting killed trying to do something that the next jury is going to do anyway.
Well, you did the right thing.
You won't hurt them, will you?
Marcy, I don't want to hurt anybody. Now, the best thing you can do is keep them boys away from this jail.
They wouldn't listen to me.
Marcy, there's another deputy playing poker over in the Silver Dollar. Tell him I need him and a couple of volunteers to stand shotgun.
Come on. Where?
Johnny, I'm putting you in the solitary cell for your own protection.
No, I'd sooner stay right here, Sheriff.
You must have heard what the lady said. Mounted men could gun down on you from out there. Move!
I can't go in there.
Johnny, I'm not asking you. Come on,
Oh,
move!
no.
Come
No,
on,
please, I
come
can't go in that dark place.
couple of shots.
How's the sheriff?
He's alive. If that's what you mean. Doc says he'll be a while getting on his feet.
And, no trace of Johnny Mule?
We didn't find any. We got a couple of dozen men out there tracking. It's just too dark to find him. We'll get him in the morning. You heard about Johnny Mule?
Yeah, how did it happen?
Split the sheriff's skull and rode out.
First Pa, now the sheriff. That's what Hoss Cartwright's turned loose on us.
Look, we'll find him tomorrow. The next jury will vote to hang him.
If he lives to stand trial.
Whiskey.
Same.
Johnny Mule busted out of jail last night and practically killed the sheriff doing it.
Busted out.
The deputy's forming a posse asked me to come to get you three.
Be right with you. How'd it happen?
Sheriff was switching Mule to the solitary cell, and Mule jumped him.
Why the switch?
Marcy told the sheriff that the Loudons were coming in to take care of Mule themselves.
Cleve, too?
Yes, Cleve, too. What do you expect after what you did to that jury?
Well, I shouldn't expect Johnny Mule to break out of jail. That's for sure.
All right, all right. How'd the posse split up?
3 groups. The one forming at Lassiter's is going to sweep through the Red Hill country.
What about the others?
The deputy is heading for the foothills. The rest are starting down by the lake.
What group are you with?
Red Hill country.
Either the Loudons with you?
I'm not sure.
Joe, you head for the foothills.
Right.
Now, I'll join the lake group. Hoss, you better go with Candy.
Right. Candy. Yeah. I'll saddle up and catch you later.
Right.
Mr. Hoss. Please.
Johnny, what happened to you?
I was riding through the trees. I got knocked off my horse and fell down in amongst the rocks.
Well, what are you doing here, anyhow?
I didn't know no other place to go. You was the only one, Hoss. The only one. Believe me.
Johnny.
Johnny.
Better? Let me help you up. Johnny, I'm still gonna have to take you in. You know that, don't you?
Why?
Well, Johnny, you're a fugitive. You're still wanted for killing a man.
You know I didn't do that.
Oh, Johnny, I don't know that you didn't. I'm just not convinced that you did. There is a difference, you understand?
But them others, they wanted to hang me.
Well, it ain't up to them now. It's a new jury that's got to decide it. And what you did to the sheriff didn't do your case no good, neither.
Oh, he wanted to put me in that dark little place, huh?
But, Johnny, it was for your own good to keep Cleve and Verge from trying to kill you.
Oh, I ain't never been locked up, hoss. I don't like them bars. I don't like walls.
Two ways he could have gone from here. The lake or past the creek into the hills.
Won't be hard to find out. Creek bed's muddy. Bound to be tracks.
Don't take no chances.
Come on, Gabe.
Okay, give the horses a breather. You hear something?
No.
Well, you've been sniffing back there ever since you met us.
Hoss was supposed to have joined us. He should have been here half an hour ago.
Well, if it weren't for him, ain't none of us would have to be here.
There's nothing I can do, Johnny.
Well, just help me to get away. I promise you. I'll never come back no more.
Johnny, there's laws. I ain't got no choice.
I go back. I gotta stand trial again.
Yeah?
And them folks, they say I did it. They hang me.
It's a law, Johnny.
For that next jury. They vote to kill me. And you don't have to feel nothing. 'Cause it ain't your doing no more. Thanks for what you already done for me.
Johnny, where you going?
Well, if I'm gonna get hanged for something I didn't do, they ain't gonna shoot me like no animal in a cage or something hanged up for skinning.
Look, I want to help you, but now we're going to have to do it the right way. Now, if you will promise to stay right here and let me go in and talk to the sheriff about a change of venue.
I don't even know what that means.
Johnny, all it means is that we'll take you to another town where you'll have a better chance for a fair trial. It's the only chance you got, Johnny. There must be 100 men out there looking for you.
100 men. Looking for Johnny Mule. I wonder how many ever looked for who was hiding in Loudon's house the day he got killed.
Johnny, the sheriff looked.
He couldn't have looked very hard.
Johnny, everybody makes mistakes. This sheriff is one of the finest fellows I ever knew, Johnny, and if you'll promise me to stay here while I go in and talk, just promise me that.
I can't.
Johnny, you're going to stay if I have to tie you to a post.
I can't go back. They ain't going to lock me in that little iron box. I can't.
Johnny.
I can't go back there, Hoss. I don't want to hurt you none. Look, you get over against that stall there and put your hands up.
Johnny.
I didn't want to hurt you none.
Whole day gone. 3 posses riding since dawn. They haven't brought him in yet.
Stay put, Tom. Sit down.
Look, if you really want to help, you can saddle my horse. I gotta know what's going on before dark.
The doc said you'd stay put and get plenty of rest, or you're going to be in worse shape than you're already in.
Boss, I should be out there.
Yeah. It'd take 2 men to haul you back in after you fell out of your saddle. Tom, there's plenty out looking for Johnny Mule now.
Yeah, sure. Including the Loudons. Boss, it's my job to keep Mule alive until a jury decides different.
Tom, the Loudons ain't likely to find him. And neither is anybody else for a while yet, anyhow.
You sound awful sure.
The posse's only got a couple hours of daylight left. And they're looking a long ways from the right place.
is he? Boss, I'm not asking you as a friend. I'm asking you as an officer of the law.
Well, I'd like to do a little talking first, if I could, Tom.
You're aiding and abetting a fugitive, Hoss. Now, I want to know where you got him hid.
Well, I can't recall just offhand, and I don't think I'm going to until we get a couple of things straightened out.
You're not only breaking a law, you're asking me to help.
Yes, I am. Verge Loudon is talking lynch and murder. Now, if he can't find Johnny Mule, ain't no way he can put that on, is there? So, in a way, I'm sort of doing you a favor, ain't I, Tom?
No matter what you say, Hoss. I can't break the law I've sworn to uphold.
All right, then, bend it a little. Until I can get a good lawyer to change the venue over to Carson City. We can get some guards that you can trust to get him there alive.
You really believe he's innocent, don't you?
I don't know. All I know is that I got me a bunch of that stuff that you lawmen call reasonable doubt.
Even after what he did to me and you?
Oh, Tom, he was trying to save his life. That don't make him guilty of murder.
Well, no, but it don't prove him innocent either.
Wait a minute. Now, what was done in regards to checking out his story about that strange feller or whoever it was out at the Loudons?
Well, you heard me in the trial. He never even mentioned another man till he was sitting in that cell for 4 days.
You heard my story about the knife, too, didn't you?
Well, that'll come up in a retrial. If we can get him back for a retrial.
Hey, we rode all the way to Still Creek. No sign of fresh tracks.
Well, we'll head west and keep going as long as there's light enough to see by.
Here you are, Tom. Maybe it'll make you feel a little better.
Thanks.
You found him yet?
No, but we will.
Before Verge and Cleve kill him, or after he kills one of them?
Oh, Marcy. Johnny Mule doesn't want to kill anybody.
Well, you're the only one in the world who thinks that.
Marcy, you're not doing yourself any good hanging around here. You ought to be home in bed. Wait here.
Where's the doc?
In his office, I guess. Why?
The doc's in his office. Where have you been?
I've been busy.
Well, you sure voted right, buddy. We flushed Johnny Mule out of the rocks behind Loudon's. He shot Verge. He slipped us before we could ring him.
Is Verge dead?
I don't know. Even if the doc gets there in time, I wouldn't hope too high.
The rocks back of Loudon's. You knew he was hiding there and you wouldn't tell me?
He wasn't hiding there, Sheriff. Are you sure it was Johnny Mule?
Of course I'm sure it was Johnny Mule.
You saw him?
It was dark. We were fanned out. Verge must have ridden right over top of it. Johnny Mule fired 3 rifle shots, hit Verge twice.
Huh. So none of you actually saw him, did you?
We didn't have to.
Well, who did you think it was, Mr. Cartwright? That mysterious stranger again? The one that nobody ever sees? It's your fault. If you hadn't protected that murderer, Verge would never have gotten shot.
Marcy, Verge is hurt bad.
All the more reason he needs a nurse.
Don't tell me you were fool enough to hide him.
Well, I don't know about the fool part, but I knew where he was, yeah. And I didn't tell nobody, no.
Well, if you don't cooperate this time, I'm gonna put you under arrest for harboring a known fugitive.
Tom, give me no daylight. I'll bring him back to you. I promise you. I give him my word.
Yeah, if you're lucky, he's probably halfway to Arizona by now. I'm gonna go check, see if they found the doc. I gotta get out to the Loudons.
Tom, you're not going anyplace. Shake your hair. You must drink that coffee. Better?
That's my pony, Mr. Cartwright.
What are you doing here?
Same thing you're doing. Looking for Johnny Mule.
Well, you heard Candy say that they'd flushed him up there to Loudon's.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard you, too. Now, he can't be in two places at once. So where is he?
Well, you mean that you believe me instead of Candy?
I asked you a question. You'd better answer me.
I'd like to know what you're doing here instead of at the Loudon's.
Because I'm chasing a killer.
Oh. Most women that I know had a brother-in-law shot and maybe dying and be there by his side, offering all the help and comfort they could.
It'll give a lot of people comfort if I get my sights on Johnny Mule.
You're a good shot, huh, Marcy?
Good enough.
You know, when something's troubling me, I don't like to get rid of it until I can get all the facts kind of straightened out in my mind. That's why I voted not guilty at the trial. There were just too many questions unanswered.
Never mind the speeches. Just tell me where I can find Johnny Mule.
Verge was shot with a rifle. Johnny ain't even got one.
Those fool questions will be the death of you.
Had it kind of rough, hadn't you, Marcy? Your folks being dead, and losing the ranch and all that.
Don't worry about me. I'll do all right.
Yeah. You were telling around that you and Verge are going to get married. That is, until he ran out on you. And now it's you and Cleve. But of course you knew that Cleve would just be a hired hand till his pa died. Marcy, you say you're good with a rifle. How good are you with a knife? You really had it figured out nice for yourself, didn't you? Mr. Loudon dead, Johnny Mule blamed for it. You had Cleve and that whole ranch all yourself. Yeah, real nice until Verge rode back, right? Well, you took long enough.
I want to make sure I heard everything.
Did you?
Yeah, enough to make me want to cut my throat.
Pops! I was sleeping out in the bushes. I heard a shot.
Yeah, she wanted to see me dead, Johnny.
Why?
Well, I reckon I was asking too many questions.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, Johnny, that she wanted a ranch and a husband bad enough she put a knife in an old man and was going to let you hang for it.
Johnny, for 3 days I kept voting to hang you. I guess I decided you were guilty the first time I looked at you. Well, I never in my life even judged a horse on first sight. I was ready to judge a man that way. I'm never going to do that again.
Well, I guess that's the last we'll be seeing of Johnny Mule, huh? How come he didn't want to come work for us?
Oh, I offered him a job, but he thought he'd be better off by himself.
He told Cleve the same thing.
Candy?
It's your mail.
Oh, thank you. Go by the Loudon place?
Yeah, Doc's got Verge sitting out in the sun already. He'll be riding round up in a month.
Good.
He's a lucky man, considering how bad gut shot he was.
Hey, you know, maybe I ought to ride over there a couple of days a week and help him out while he's healing.
It's a good idea.
Is it all right, Pa?
Sure.
Hey, good enough.
Boss?
Yeah.
I got a message for you from the sheriff. He's sending out a posse to bring you in. So 11 men and a prosecuting attorney can buy you the biggest dinner in Virginia City.
Hey, reckon we can get this wagon fixed before they get here?
Bring that wheel over. Well, Hoss, I just realized why you never been found guilty.
What's that?
Because the jury was afraid to ask the condemned man what he wanted for his last meal.